Princess Alexandra, we oversee around 450 beds, which we cater and provide patient feeding and hydration for, with around 3,500 members of staff that use our cafe and restaurant on a daily basis. There was a need to refurbish the staff eating area because it was quite outdated.
Hospitals tend to have a terrible reputation for food. Actually, we are part of the medicine that gets people well. To be able to get people to come into a nice, inviting area is really good for us. I'd been to another hospital and I'd seen the work of HCE, and when we were discussing what we wanted to do, I recommended that we looked at what had been done there.
We're all about our people, our places, and we want to make sure we make that investment within the trust. Whilst we also serve the public, our staff are our biggest customers, we want to make sure that there was a really nice, open, fresh area for them to come and take a break away from the wards or away from their desks.
And that's how we went forward. I introduced Sean to the trust.
So once we engaged with the trust back in January of this year, they'd actually appointed an architect to actually design the full area. They needed a specialist to come in and to add all the catering facilities and equipment that was required for the front of house fit out.
We gave an overview of what we wanted. They came back with what was practical, what was doable, and then it went backwards and forwards until we came up with a plan that we all agreed.
Working with HCE was really easy. They were very flexible and adaptable to the demands that we had on these site areas, because we did have scenarios where we had to kind of change the design or the concept slightly, and they were really adaptable and kind of tried every which way to accommodate our needs.
When we started engaging with the trust, it was becoming more and more evident that they had limited knowledge on catering design and what was required from walls, floors and ceilings, from services. So one of our areas is that we can actually offer that turnkey package, engaging with their facilities team on site, looking at what services we've got access to, what services did we need to bring in. We looked at queue management. That was something they really were conscious about.
Once HCE were on site, it was a very smooth process. They told us when they were coming, we cleared out and they were here.
We knew that we were going to be challenged in a few areas, purely because of the options of the hospital wanting to offer a service 24/7 within the area.
We separated the two areas off, so we always had one section of our department running so that we could keep meeting the needs of the service.
Stage one being the cafe area, get that open as soon as possible to enable us then to hoard off the secondary restaurant area to complete the works in that.
HCE brought quite a lot of expertise to the project. They were able to sanity check anything, because I kind of go off on tangents and say, wouldn't it be great if we could do this, this and that? And so HCE kind of were able to encompass what we wanted, but kind of brought us back to reality and sort of said we can do that within that time frame, however, and notified us of all aspects with the pros, the cons, the risks and any issues that may occur.
There was no plumbing in certainly the cafe area. We had to bring that all from down below, core drilling through the concrete base to bring all that pipe work up. We had to then fire protect all of those areas that came through.
So whilst we have our own on-site fire team, they were able to work with them to ensure that the fire shutters didn't really get in the way of the aesthetics of the area.
The equipment choices throughout the whole project was very much in partnership with the client, and the trust and the catering team played a big part in that, what they wanted. A lot of the units that we created were mobile.
The fact that there's enough room around the salad counter that allows customers to go round, freely access the fridge from either side. Having tills either side of the aisle has been really useful because it's allowed free flowing opposed to backing up of customers.
When you're walking the staff around, providing the training and showing them the areas and the feedback that they're giving you, and they're so pleased and happy with what we've done. That for me is when I'm satisfied most, when I've seen the smiles on the people that are going to be operating the areas, just seeing the benefits of a successful project and having the pleasure of opening it for them was a great pleasure.
It was good working with HCE because they had an understanding of our needs, because they've done other hospital outlets. And they understand the catering side of things, the needs.
I absolutely recommend HCE to other sites and other trusts around us, just because of their work ethic and the way they made things turn out. And they worked with us in a really tight time frame. So the fact that they were able to do that was amazing.